What's up, guys? Welcome to another Power Magnet video. I'm here at Big Timber Creek. I've been here plenty of times before. Last time I was on the railroad tracks there, I got nothing, not even a railroad spike. And then I did mention that I was going to come down here again with my waders on and do some magnet fishing, and the best time to do that is today, because in the afternoon we got a severe storm coming, and the last couple of days it's been very hot. It was a scorcher the last few days. So other than that, I got my powerful well, two-sided magnet here, but it has I think it's 4,250 pound pull to it. So yeah, the water level is low, real low. So that means I can go farther out. Whoa. Well, maybe not. If I don't get stuck in the mud first. All right, then. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to go out further. So I'm gonna see what's in the mud first. You never know what's in the mud. Oh, we got some. No, that's the. Nope, nothing on there. Oh, shit. What I should do is bring my hook out here. You use the hook and go along the mud. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna waste my time trying to. What's this? Oh, it's rocks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go down further. Yeah, I moved down. It's just too muddy over there. And it's really rocky over here. They changed the landscape here. I used to be able to walk in the water, but as soon as I start walking, it starts to dip. It comes very deep. All right, we got a screw on there. I don't have my cart. I retired my cart to the scrapyard. I ended up breaking a wheel. So, but see, as soon as I start walking, there's a drop. It starts to drop. It wasn't like that before. Maybe because the water level is low. Maybe it's the reason why, but I don't know, because all this is new. As you can see, everything here is all new. They're still doing work. Oop. Try over here. Yeah, like I said, a storm coming in the afternoon. I'm here around quarter after, well, not quarter after, it's quarter of 9 or 9 o'clock right now. And the water level, there's a little piece of metal there. And the water level is at its lowest. At 8:20 a.m. it would be like 0.33 feet. So within about, I say about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from now, the water should be coming back. So I rather the water coming back from the west to the east than from the east to the west, because see, if I'm in the water and the current and the water's coming back and it's going towards the west, and it knocks me off my feet. It starts to carry me. It will take me right to the Delaware, and from there I'll have to challenge some cargo ships, because a lot of cargo ships go through there. So I'll probably end up getting run over. Let's see. I do have my hook in case I need it. Well, I have it in the car, I don't have it with me. Oh, little piece of metal there. And another piece of metal there, and I think that's a nut right there. Almost. Alright. A lot of rocks. Whoa, see, that's probably as far as I can go. Nothing. Yeah, I do have a new area I want to check out. So I'm not going to spend too much time here because everything has changed. All right. Hard to tell, you got a lot of rocks. Oh, look at this. We got a can. There's no way in hell I'm gonna tell what kind of can this is. Beer can, soda can. It has to be old because the cans that are made today are aluminum and it won't stick. So you know it's gotta be an old can. We got a little, I don't know, it's a rivet or some type of plug, metal plug. All right. And all tangled up here. Now we got some wire. Another piece of metal. Probably went to a can, probably went to maybe the same can, maybe. There's some red writing on there, but can't tell. And we got some wire here. And little pieces of metal. All right. How to get out. I end up doing a split. Kept sliding on the rocks. But you never know what's underneath the rocks. Gotta look for an aluminum carabiner for my magnet. So another thing that's a disadvantage. There you go, some more wire. And more wire there. The carabiner I have on there is not aluminum, and it doesn't keep the magnet flat because it keeps attaching. There you go, we got a nail. Got a lot of rope hanging. Huh. And if something is on the magnet, it's big, it's probably going to come off because I'm dragging along the rocks. Whoa. See, as soon as I go maybe a foot in, it starts to drop. Oh, here comes the boat. Got nothing. It's going real slow. The water's still low. At least he's going in the right direction. I mean, I don't know why he left port. The boat docking area is to my left. Should have waited. At least another 10-15 minutes, but well, I don't know. People take risks. I wish him luck. That's why when you go on a boat, make sure you know what the water level times are. Because you never know where you're gonna hit. I mean, the water level is not, I mean, when it's high, it's not that deep. In this area, it'd be about 10 feet deep, 10, maybe 13 at the most. And if you go to Delaware, Delaware is about 33 feet deep. The only waters that are really deep, I mean, wouldn't be worth magnet fishing, would be the Great Lakes, because some of those Great Lakes are over 300, from 300 feet up to 1,000 feet deep. Like Lake Superior is probably the deepest, I think. All right, got nothing. All right. Can't stand in one spot while sliding. Oh, look what we got here. One big nail. It's not old. It is still going, what do you call it, upstream here. Real slow. Find different angles here. In this one area. Oh, it's just, is this a stick? Yeah, it's a piece of wood there. Whoa. This stuck onto something there. A little piece of metal. And that's a little piece of metal right there. This little piece of metal. What's this? Freaking piece of wood. There's a little nail in it. And that little wire there. And a little piece of metal there. Kind of little stuff here. Made it all in the bucket. Oh, it's a piece of wire. And the big stuff I miss the bucket, and the little stuff I make it in the bucket. I think you want to call that a big item, which is not. But compared to everything else I was pulling out, it's an improvement. this. This is weird looking. Metal. It's got threads on it. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I got plenty of backup batteries. I got, counting this one, I have 3. All my other batteries, oh look, we got here. We got little pieces of metal. The last video I did, it got so hot, it expanded the batteries inside the GoPro. I pull out my pick set, because they got a tab that you pull on in order to remove the battery, but it expanded so much that the tab broke off. So I use a pick set to pick the battery out. Want something big so I can move on. Oh, I'm getting these little pieces of wire and stuff, which is good to get out of the water. All right. Yeah, the water's coming back. You can tell by that little piece of wood. Everything else is going towards the east. Trying to retrieve one good sized object out of the water before I move on. Plus I'm cripping my feet, and when I do that, it's cutting the circulation in my toes. I'm trying to do that so I don't slide down the rocks. Just little pieces of metal. I think this is the only place I'll have the waders on, because the next area I go to, it's I'm gonna be on a bridge, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have the waders on. I don't know. It's near a kayak launch, so the area is surrounded by homes, so there's only one area to magnafish. Because I can't go to the banks. If I go to the banks, that means I got to go through somebody's yard, and I don't think they want me doing that. So little pieces of wire. All right, I'm gonna make a couple more throws, and then I gotta move on. So there we go. Can't feel my toes. Not because the water's cold, it's because I'm trying to use my toes as what do you call it, as added support so I don't slide. These pieces of wire. And it's carabiner sticking to the magnet here. Little pieces of metal. Oh, rope's getting wrapped around my foot. Going against the current here. Yeah, the area I'm going next, I already checked it out. What the hell is that thing floating in the water? Is that a rope? I don't know what the hell that thing is. Thought maybe it was a jellyfish or something, but I don't think. It's just a piece of material. It's got shredded up. I don't think you'll find jellyfish here. You're more likely to see an alligator than a jellyfish. I mean, in this water. I mean, they pulled out an alligator in Pennsylvania. The only way an alligator end up in the waters in Jersey is unless somebody had it as a pet and then released it when it got full grown. Alright, got nothing. Alright. Alright. Getting low on the battery here. Soon I'll have to change it on my way out. Anything on here? We got something a little bit big. Piece of rebar. Alright, that's something there. Alright. What's this right here on the ground? Probably a welding rod. I'll check that out on my way out. I might have to go back to the 360 magnet. I want to get back to the 360 magnet. It's going to feel like I'm throwing a 1 pound magnet instead of a 4 pound or 5 pound magnet. This magnet set is 10 pounds. And I'm dragging a piece of wood in here. Whoa. It's hard to throw a 10 pound magnet when you're standing on rocks. I regained the circulation in my feet. Yeah, I know I said it was a couple throws and this is going to be it, but not yet. Another little piece of wire. Here's that piece of metal I took out. Oh. This metal? Yeah. All right. Ah. And more little wire. All right. All right, the water's really coming back now, so I'm gonna make a couple more throws. And this is definitely gotta be it because I'll be fighting against the current. There's another piece of wire. Yeah, you can tell the water's coming back because my bucket was on dry land and my case is in the water, along with my fines and stuff. Yeah. Oh. All right. One more throw. I gotta go to a new location. Just gonna check it out. First I gotta see if there's any water in that area. I mean, it's a launch area for a kayak, but well, I'll see when I get there. Battery's getting low. Oh, all right. I gotta move on before this current knocks me off my feet. All right. All right. So I'm making my way out. I'm gonna do a little exploring if I can. We're at the battery dying out, so some pieces of metal there. Somebody's shoe right here. Heh. I guess the water level will be highest over here. This is probably a piece of aluminum right here. No, it's not aluminum. Looks like it, but it's not. All right. Oh, look what we got here, a shotgun shell. Is somebody barbecuing here? This black stuff. I thought maybe it's charcoal or something. Maybe it's tar from up on the bridge there. Oh, I got a rope here. Where'd this rope go to? I know there was hanging rope. Maybe this rope fell down from the bridge. Oh, look what we got here. Another big piece of rebar. once the water level gets the highest, if I was down here when it was the highest, I'd be picking this stuff out. These big chunks of metal here. But right now I'm interested in what this rope goes to. I mean, it's in the ground. Well, not today. I gotta hurry up. What's this? Yes, big piece of metal in the ground there. All right. Gotta move along. Battery's gonna die out any second. There's a piece of wire. Now this bucket's getting heavy, but I got plenty of buckets. Ugh. See, if the water level is high, this is why I would have been taken out of the water. All this metal here. Wire right there. Oh. Got a train. Got a train coming. I'll turn this off. Okay, park rules. There are no rules. I'm just kidding. No motorized boats, ATV, dirt bikes, littering, defacing equipment, household trash, damaging trees, shrubs, animals off leashes, hunting, alcohol beverages, controlled dangerous substance, fires except in grill, disorderly conduct, alternating barricades, panicking, or panicking, picnicking, except in the designated areas, overnight parking, gambling, disrobing, firearms by permit or authorization, buses, charter groups, over 20 persons, explosive devices, ice skating, selling merchandise, camping, soliciting, concession vehicles. Violars are subject up to a fine up to $500. Okay, this is catch and release only if you go fishing. All right, let's check the rest out. All right, I like this. Comes with seating. It even comes with a beverage holder. That's good. There's the kayak launch area. It's, I don't think this is aluminum, I think this is metal. So my magnet's probably gonna stick if I'm not careful. So, but let's see what's in the water here. All right. Put the magnet in the water. That sign did not say no magnet fishing. So it said everything else. But what the heck, you never know what you're gonna find. I was gonna go across the street to the other side, but I think it's probably gonna be the same. I mean, the water's gonna be deeper, of course, but I'm talking about having the pipe going along there and the high wall. Nothing. Wait, what's this? No, it's nothing. Water's murky. Never know, I might find a cell phone or something. Or maybe somebody dropped their keys or something in the water. And maybe they do fish here. Catch and release. I'll just drag it along here. If this area's a bust, I'm just going to go to one more area. It's one of my old areas, but haven't been there for a while. Well, I was with my waders. Oh, what we got here? Oh, box knife or box cutter. The blade's missing. Milwaukee makes quality tools and stuff, so that's good. A good start there compared to what I was getting at the last location. How's that? It's probably a piece of plastic. Yeah, I gotta take these waders off. I'm sweating my you know what off. See, this area, this is Almanesson Lake, and it's surrounded by residential area. So the only way I can magna fish, unless I had a boat or something. And believe me, it won't be no kayak, that's for sure. I'm done with kayaks. Actually, my kayak was stolen from me, but hell, they can have it. I think it was all dented up, and the backrest was broken off. Well, it has no backrest. So I wish them luck. Oh, we got some fishing line here. And we got a stick or a branch. And no hook on that end. Anything else on the magnet here? So hook on this side here. No, it's just fishing line. All right, just dragging it along here. I felt something here. I hope it's not the metal pipe. I got something on there, I think. More fishing line. And this time I have the hook. And the rest of it, wherever that's called. I get something. All right, just gonna make a couple more throws and it's gonna be it. I might just check out that overpass. That's the one across from where I was at when I first got here. Check that out, see if it's like a magna fish. If not, I'll go to the third and last location. I mean, with a sign like that out there, I don't think anybody's going to be throwing anything in here. The only thing that's going to be in here is hooks, fishing line, and, you know, box cutters and car keys, cell phone maybe. I'm just going to drag it along here. like just more fishing line. I see the hook on there. Yeah, I'm gonna check that one area out. If it doesn't look good, I'll just head to the third area. I'll see you guys there. Alright, this is not the third and final area, but this is the area I was trying to get to the last time. I had a new grappling hook. I wanted to come to this area, but it was occupied at the time, so but I'm going to throw the magnet in and see what I can get out of the water. I've been here before. I think it's called Johnson Park Pond or something like that. I think somebody might have been magnet fishing here. So I see a lot of, you know, weeds and stuff on this platform here. So somebody might have beat me to it, but you never know. First I'm going to try with a magnet, and then I'm going to use the hook. Alright, it's nothing. Alright, let's see what I got. Oh, got a fishing weight on there. Do we have a hook? It's just a fishing weight. I don't see any hooks. Alright. Alright. See fishing line. Oh, we've got a big hook on there. There you go. I have to the fishing line. I'm going to try with the hook. I'm going to see what I can get with the hook. So, well, let me get that set up. Alright, here it is. This is my homemade grappling hook. You see my previous videos, I pulled out a shopping cart out of here. But I wanted to come here to use it because I want to see what do you call it? How much fishing line I can pull out just using a grappling hook. Instead of using a magnet, I figured maybe I hook onto a lot of fishing line to get it out of the water. And along the fishing line, you end up getting, well, you end up getting a lot of sticks. Look at that. Oh. Pull a lot of seaweed out. Let's see where we got the end of this fishing line here. Probably gonna break. Let me put this down. Alright, let's see what's on here. for those hooks. Alright. This is going to be time consuming. Yeah, I don't think there's any hooks on here. Just got tangled up on this branch here. Alright, let me get this cleaned up. Alright. See what's on here. I figure using a hook it might be time consuming because I gotta go through all this stuff. Because there's a lot of fishing line in the water. That definitely has to come out. How the hell can you fish when you got fishing line in the water? Like the other fishing line that I took out is nothing but a big giant spoil fishing line. Oh, what's this? Saw something. Oh, look what we got here. Ouch. Besides the hook, we got like a worm type jig on here. Stuff like this, it's got to come out of the water. And there's, here we go. Here's the hook thing I almost got impaled by. I mean, if the deck gets messed up, doesn't matter because we got a storm coming in. And believe me, it's got to be a big storm. Oh, this got a hook on it too. 2 for the price of 1 there. Alright. I don't think there's anything else, but I'll check anyway, you never know. I figure you can get a lot more with using a grappling hook when it comes to removing fishing line than you do with a magnet. The magnet's just gonna most likely end up breaking the fishing line. With the hook, you probably can get the whole thing out of the water. And that's about it. Clean everything up. Alright, I'm going to use the magnet, throw that in the water, see what I can get. First I got to get the hook out of the way. Well, the hook did their job. Get this rope out of here. I think I got something on here. Holy crap. A knife. I don't think it's a fillet knife. got a... Nah, it's like the world's smallest steak knife. Yeah. I got a knife. Well, got a knife. Not a murder weapon, but it's a knife. Still got to deal with a lot of twigs around here. Alright, what's on here? Some people probably wouldn't waste their time magnet fishing here, but hey, you know what? I don't care. I'll pull out the fishing line and stuff. I know at the end of the fishing line, it's got to be something like this hook here. Matter of fact, there's 2 hooks on there. And then we got fishing line at the bottom here. Any more fish? Any more hooks? All right.
What way is Titan? This way or the other way? Oh my God, Taylor, we saw something! We saw something!
You just got that?
No, that's our bait.
Oh, I was gonna say, how you get that?
Three? No, this one's way later. Oh my gosh, very far to go.
Yeah, help some kids out.
That's it.
Get their fishing lure. They lost their fishing lure in the water, so I'm helping them out.
Pull it in. But I'm gonna use these random. No, don't pull it in, dude. Oh, this is way easier. I don't think it's wrong.
And now I'm just pulling the fishing line out. And I go through all this stuff at the end. Ah, man, I just lost it. Got a piece of plastic. Storm's coming.
No, we're gonna stay out in the field for a little bit. Alright, Cassie, one more time, we're gonna be. That's exactly where we're at. Cassie, that thing. Wait, my bait might be lost up the hook side. That's it.
I'm using my magnet right now. small one.
Give me a leather ball.
Mm.
And I'm looking at it. Ow. I like that. Actually, I have a question. Are we ever going to use this? What?
Alright. Alright. I'm at the last and final location here. Yeah, look at all those geese. You got the younglings and, or the ducklings, or whatever you want to call the young ones. There's a lot of geese. And I'll be going with the current on this side here. So, see what I can get. Alright, I have something on the magnet here. Clouds are starting to move in. The wind's starting to pick up. Storm should be around in the area around 2, 3 o'clock. Hopefully I won't be out that long. It's almost 1 o'clock. Little piece of metal there. That's it. All right. Alright, we got a cable. Might be a bike down there. It's a bike cable. And we got the burnt spoon here. And this spoon's totally burnt. And you know what they were doing with that? They weren't eating oatmeal with that, that's for sure. Alright. Alright. There's something down there, something big down there. Most like a bike. Might have to bring out the hook, I don't know. I have to know what it is first. But I am pulling out pieces of something. And it has to be a bike because this is a bike cable here. And this is it's just a piece of plastic. Maybe the spokes. Yeah, so. Alright, anything else on there? Just a little piece of sharp metal. Alright, let me clean this up. Alright, I'm going to use the hook. See if I can pull out of the water. So I think it might be a bike. Can't get anything on that throw. Oh shoot. That was a bad throw there. Alright, let's do this again. See if this hook holds up. See what's on the magnet here. Might be something on there. Those pieces of pipe. Alright, the hook's got something on here. Is it the bike or something else? I got a piece of clothing on here. What is it, a jacket? Is it a pair of pants or something? Or it could be a sleeping bag. I think it's some type of blanket or something. All right. Yeah, didn't feel like a bike to me. All right. I'm just gonna throw this over there. And throw the magnet over here. See if I can relocate that item. I might have something on here. Oh, it's just just pieces of debris. All right. See what's on the magnet here. That's something big on there, but I think this might be part of the bike. Yep. There's the other clue right here, the bike handle. We got the cables and we got the bike handle. Now I gotta get the rest of the bike. That's my mission. Before I leave here, I'm gonna get that bike out. Alright, I got something big on here, but the rest of the bike. What is this? It's nothing. Piece of plastic. All right. Keep working on it. All right, the hook is attached to something. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look like a bike. It's just a rope or something. It's tied down. I can't tell what it is. I'm trying to keep this camera up. Whatever it is, it's tied up to a whole bunch of stuff and it weighs a ton. I don't know what it is, I can't make it out. Could be the bike tied to this. In case I lose it. No, slipping. Ooh. Try to get it in here. Alright. Let me give you guys a good look. It's hard to tell. I got this wall in the way, but that's what I'm dealing with. I think the bike is tangled up in that at the bottom to all that stuff. And that's what I'm using a hook for, to get it up. but I might need a little help with the magnet too, because the hook is holding on barely. So, all right. Let me show you what I'm up against here. I got the magnet wrapped around this. I got the hook on there, and what it's on there is very heavy. Could be just a whole bunch of rope, but there's a bunch of bags on there. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna leave the camera off because all I'm gonna do is I'll be pulling this stuff up, and all you're gonna see is the top of the wall. So I'm gonna turn the camera off until I get this up to the top if I can. All right, I switched gloves, but when I was pulling that up, it came off, but the hook's still on there. Let's see what else. Let's see what I can do with this. All right. It's a tree branch holding this down. That's why I can't get it all the way out. There we go. Woo! We're getting there. I don't want to celebrate too early now. Oh, the hook didn't last very long. I don't know what the hell this is. But it has to come out of the water. We got everything on here. But I still got to see what the hell this is. It's tied down. It looks like a bunch of bags. Piece of clothing. Shells. Looks like a shirt or something. There's rope. Looks like a very old can on there. I'm sure the bike's still down there. You know, there's some type of, what do you call it, cord wrap thingy right here. A whole bunch of wires and stuff. Throw that in the water, you don't need that. Yeah, it was just a whole bunch of wires. And what really held it down was a big giant tree branch. See what else is on here. It's a lot of wires, rope. Looks like fishing line. I might have a bag in my vehicle so I can throw all this stuff in the bag. There's no way I'm gonna fit this in the bucket. Now, what kind of piece of clothing is this? I did find another piece of material before, but this looks more like a shirt. That's about it. Nothing in there. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh, we got fishing weight on there. Got fishing weight. and a piece of metal trim or something, maybe to a vehicle. Yeah, we got metal in there. It's a little too heavy to be on a shopping cart. There's more fishing weights on there. Okay, rope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through all this. A lot of fishing line and stuff. Branches still on there. No, oh, now it's a shell. Yeah, all right, let me get this cleaned up. All right, guys, it's the end for this video. I'm exhausted. I should have been home hours ago, but I was helping the kid out. He says he lost his bait in the water. I didn't know what the hell he meant by bait. It's like, say, I'm not a fisherman, so I thought, man, his worm, I mean, what do you want me to do with if you lost your worm, then it's your problem. But he said his lure got stuck. So I was helping him out, and that was at the second location. And I didn't pull these out. The kids gave me these because I was letting them use my magnet to do some magnet fishing. So they gave me these to take with me along with the other stuff, which I had to go through. There's hooks, fishing lures in there. So that was the second location. The first location, I didn't get too much metal, but on the way out, I picked up a whole bunch out of the ground. I had to cut it out because the train was coming by, and that train was real long. So that was the first location. And then the last location, I thought I was getting the bike out because I was pulling pieces of cable, the handle, and some of the spokes. So, and then there's the rest of the stuff here, which I gotta get the other bag. I got another bag, I gotta cut that up with wire cutters in order to fit in the bag. So, but other than that, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again